That sound, that magical sound right at the beginning, something about it always pings a nostalgia in me, and that sense of something wonderful about to come. I'm HoneyPandaBunny, and today I'm going to be talking about Snow Halation. The beginning. On December 22nd, 2010, Snow Halation was released on their second album. At this point, Love Live wasn't an anime, it was a collaborative piece that would soon grow into something much, much bigger, and in my opinion, I believe the song helped it to grow. The first PV. In the first PV, this gave a first look at the girls before they became the ones we know in the games and anime. We see a story within itself play out, all the girls wanting to come together to celebrate a love of togetherness. They seem melancholy in this song, yet overjoyed when together. It feels so sad, yet so mature. It's a song that at first listen could be bland and maybe even boring for some people, but the more you listen to it, at least in my case, it strikes you and starts to stick with you. I know some people dislike the art style of the girls here, but everything about this feels so nostalgic. The designs and the way they look feel so old anime-esque to me that I love it. Now with every good comes a bad. This was of course the 3D. The 3D now looks old and awkward, and back then when I first saw it, it still looked odd. But now I look back on it as a symbol of growth, the beginning of something that would grow, the improvement. The orange glow phenomenon. I wasn't quite sure what to call this, as I think it's quite fascinating. But from the get-go, in February, Muse had their first live. The lives have their own unique phenomenon. Within the first, it's barely present. However, with each new live, something amazing happens as this song plays. As within the PV, there is a distinct moment in which it zooms out and all the streets light turn bright blaze of festivity and orange. With each new live, a majority of light sticks would be white throughout the song, and then when it would come to Honoka's solo, it would all glow orange just like the PV. I find this so fascinating. This is something I've always loved about Japanese concerts with the King Blades. You, the audience, are part of this concert. The intense love for a song and for this group is something that works its way into the PVs. You become part of the magic. And I think that's probably the most magical part of this. Love Live School Idol Festival. Later on, Love Live School Idol Festival was created, and one of the first songs initially to play was Snow Halation. I don't have much to say about it within the context of this version, but when you play the song enough throughout the game, there's going to be a time when it becomes special to you. When you manage to full combo it or play the hardest difficulty, it helps to make you appreciate the song a bit more with its arcade style gameplay. The anime rendition. Eventually season 2 of the Love Live anime came out, and this is where I believe the popularity really boomed. The PV started with updated movements, updated everything, and the awful 3D in the first one, it looked so much smoother. Everything about it was exciting. For old fans, being able to see the song and PV and how it's grown, and have this nostalgia for the original one and the care and love that went into it. Being able to say something akin to a baby kind of growing up. For new fans, a potentially new song for them, Christmas oriented, beautiful, intricate, and not to mention really cute outfits. Also a sense of whimsicalness to the song. This is also a song where I feel Honoka shined very brightly. Her voice feels mature and emotional, and it's another side of Honoka that we really get to love. Solos for each girl. I should also mention at this time that something that also helps is that all the girls got their own solo for this song. So you've got all 9 girls separated, and you can really come to appreciate the girls' voices more. Be able to hear all the intricacies that they add to the song. It's really a fascinating thing to me. All Stars. Eventually, along came All Stars, and while this would have been a significant gap, nonetheless, I loved it in All Stars too. I got to see the girls again in all their glory performing, and it became a truly classic song for me, and a staple especially for Love Live. I think being able to look on it here has been able to show the growth from where it's come from, and be able to appreciate that you can even appreciate the song on a phone along with the MV, whereas it was very hard to get these graphics to begin with. So now we've really grown physical wise, and song wise it's aged beautifully. Fandom. The song itself has become a fan favourite, with countless covers, artwork and cosplay. Triple Q made a Snow Halation mashup which created quite a popularity around it in the mid-2015. One of my personal favourite covers is by Sonkoto Kokoro Kobai channel, sorry if I butcher that, which uses Kotori's solo, and it has a really nice jazziness to it. But there are so many who show their love for this song, and that's what shows just an amazing growth and a song that's aged perfectly and will continue to be a staple. My final thoughts. My final thoughts on this is that I think it's a really fun song for the Christmas period. I love the jingles in it, and I love the guitar solo before Honoka's solo part. It's also wonderful. Thank you for listening to me talk about Snow Halation. I wanted to talk about this song because it's a song that's always going to be dear to me. Every time I hear it, I feel nostalgic. It's one of the first songs I heard from Love Live, and all the time, it was one thing that got into me. With so many iterations, it became arguably the most popular song for Muse. I fell in love with the series more and more through each iteration, and I wanted to share those feelings. I feel like this song has a lot of growth for the series, and with that, my love towards it too. I'm sure many others feel this way too.
What can I say about the enigma that is Snow Halation, the song that is able to enchant people with its magic, even beyond the Love Live fandom? I was someone that appreciated the song, enjoyed the music video, but would never put it on my personal favourites. I never understood at the time the reverence that Love Live has put into Snow Halation. But when I started to watch Muse's lives, I started to realise, as Emmett soon bursts into that iconic line, as thousands of white lights merge into an orange, holy glow. This song is intrinsically linked between fan and performer, a moment that transcends the meaning of Love Live for both. The song is iconic to the franchise because it showcases that connection. For the 10th anniversary, for helping to forge that connection, thank you, Snow Halation.
Thank you so much for watching as I ramble about Love Live again, and I hope you all have a happy holidays. Goodbye!